Hi everybody, this is Dr. Manjiri Kawde, Beams Hospital, Mumbai. And today I want to talk on ovulation detection methods. Just before coming to the point, let's know what is ovulation. So every woman in her menstrual cycle, she starts making the egg in her ovary. Then there is something called timing of ovulation, where she releases that egg from the ovary, then take up the chance of pregnancy. And then if pregnancy doesn't happen, then she gets a menstrual cycle. Depending on this entire uh, melodrama of hormonal inclined events, either she has a 28-day cycle, or she has 24-day cycle, or she can have 35 days, 45 days cycle. So every woman has her own menstrual cycle pattern, and this is mostly dependent on the time of ovulation. For us, it is important to know the ovulation timing because the people who try to conceive, they should avail this timing very much. As well as people who don't want to have a pregnancy, they should avoid this timing at least. There are other possibilities also, but at least this timing has to be avoided. So what is a regular ovulation timing? Generally, in 28 days of regular cycle, ovulation occurs 14 days prior to your next expected date. So suppose today is 9th, and if my periods are regular, and next period comes on, today is my first day, and suppose my periods are regular and next 9th I get periods, then 14 days prior to 9th of December, I should be ovulating. That is how is a regular cycle. Talking about detect, then what happens? First egg is released for 72 hours. That is almost for 3 days. It is live in the woman's womb. So it is live and it can be fertilized in this 3 days time. So people who look for fertility, they should have at least once in a 24 hours intercourse for 3 consecutive days so that they avail this maximum fertile period. Whereas the sperm deposited during intercourse can stay live for 24 hours. So that's how we say at least one act in 24 hours will help the couple who's trying for fertility. So 21 act in 24 hours and 3 consecutive acts for 3 days takes a maximum chance. So in 72 hours, if egg is not fertilized, then this egg gets taken up by fallopian tubes, and then eventually it is rolled and sent back to the uterine cavity. By then there is no signal of fertility, and then the hormonal level starts dropping, and then endometrium gets shed off, which we know as a menstrual cycle. So these kind of things keep on happening in the body. People who are working or who are under stress, or they meet the spouses at less time, at least they avail this fertile time. Some people, they have every day they take the chance so that they don't want to know it, but at least they are taking chance. At least today's fast working MBS, where both the partners are working and they are also overstressed, they should be taking rest, or their mindset has to be on a calmer side, not very oriented to their particular working goals, and they should try to avail this pregnancy time. So ovulation detection time is very important for the couple. Now, there are basic body signals also, which can tell you that this is ovulation. So if lady takes her morning temperature every day, the increase in the temperature by half degree Celsius or half to 1 degree Celsius is also ovulation time. So if you maintain your body temperature every day, particularly when you get up, and then the day you see the raise in the temperature, you know, okay, you're ovulated. What is the second method? Second method is actually the vaginal mucus. The cervical mucus is generally thicker, and it is not allowing anything to enter inside uterine cavity. But after or at the time of ovulation, it becomes more fluidy, or that the discharge is felt by a woman. So this discharge is the signal that she is ovulated, and the physiological significance or importance of this the watery discharges. If intercourse happens, sperms can easily penetrate this discharge and go inside the uterine cavity and try to fertilize the egg. And once these 3 days of ovulation, post-ovulation time is finished, then again the discharge consistency changes, so that again there is a natural guard in the uterine system that no sperms can reach inside to fertilize the egg. So the change in the discharge regularly before menstrual cycle, at the sexual excitement, and at the ovulation. These are the 3 times when you start getting watery discharge. Other discharges, which are because of pathology, are all generally with itching, or they are with smell, or they have color. But transparent excessive discharge happens at the time of ovulation, and it can happen also during sexual excitement as well as premenstrual cycle, premenstrual period. So even the consistency of discharge can help you to give an idea of ovulation. Thirdly, some people can even have a spotting. So mid-cycle spotting. You have, for no reason, some spotting after 15 days of your last menstrual cycle is also a good signal to know that you are ovulated. Sometimes the egg in the ovary increases in size to such an extent, and then it ovulates, that generally gives you pain. So either right side or left side lower abdominal pain, which is quite significant, which even gives you a state of shock, because when the size is big and ruptures, there is always a severe pain. After rupturing, along with the egg, even the ovary releases quite a lot of fluid, and that fluid in the abdominal cavity, which is touching peritoneum or intestinal coils, touching the fluid and getting a sensory nerves getting exposed and getting pain is also common. So most of the regular ovulatory cycles where egg follicle reaches 17, 18 millimeters, these follicles, when they break and release the egg, they don't pain that much. But for some reason, if the follicle grows 2.5, 2.8, or almost sometimes 3 centimeter and then rupture, these ovulations definitely give pain. It is sudden, sharp pain on either right or left side of the lower abdomen. And it settles over a time on its own after 5-6 hours time. But that time you can get a fainting attack, or you get a sharp pain. And generally people who are thin, they also can detect their ovulation pain, because even some 18 millimeter follicle also gives pain because they are very thin walled. Also in cases of polycystic ovaries, where ovaries are stubborn and they don't ovulate every month, but they can ovulate anytime when they are moody ovaries, so they can ovulate anytime. These of the people have a very thick capsule, and when these capsules break and they ovulate, they generally have a very painful that time ovulation. So pain, spotting, mucus, change in consistency, and raise in the temperature are the actual signs to detect ovulation. But these are the perception by the lady, and in case she doesn't understand, or if she fails, then she has to at least take a help. So easy method to detect is LH kit, ovulation kit, which are easily available in market. Around 12th day onward, you can do urine test with the dropper, and the line you get 2 lines means your LH search has happened, that means you are ovulated. So ovulation kit is easy method. And if you're anyways following with the doctor, then they do the sonographies, which is follicular study. So every day you do follicular study, 9th day onward on alternate days. And when you reach 13th or 14th day or 15th day, there can be documentation of ovulation. These are the methods of ovulation detection. I think I can take the question answers. So till I get any question, person, okay, there is Ruchi. Yes, Ruchi, what you're saying is right. 14 days after their menstrual cycle is a layman's understanding, but right terminology is always 14 days prior. So if you ovulate today, and if you don't conceive after 14 days, definitely you are going to get menses. That is a time calculation short. Sometimes you have started your menstrual cycle, but then you don't ovulate on time. After 14 days, you can ovulate on 19 days. Then after that ovulation time, your next cycle is predicted, which is 14 days later. I think I missed Meenakshi's question. So I think I've answered Ruchi's question. And can I see what is Meenakshi saying? 3 days are it is 3 days. That is why I started in the beginning. Once the egg is released, 72 hours, it is there live in the body, and the egg has to fertilize in this 72 hours. So 3 days after ovulation is a maximum fertile period. Couple has to take those 3 days very laid back attitude, relaxed attitude, see to it at least in 24 hours, one intercourse happens. If for some reason number of intercourses are, how can I find out when I'm ovulating? Oh, it is detection, ovulation detection. There are 4-5 methods. I said either you take everyday temperature, and when you get a increase in temperature by half degree or 1 degree, it is ovulation. When there is a constant change in your discharge from vagina, which is more of a watery, it is not a hard mucus, but it is a watery discharge, that means you're ovulated. Sometimes you can get a pain in the lower side of abdomen. Sometimes you get a spotting, is a ovulation time, which you can pursue and understand. Otherwise, the easiest method is you can buy ovulation kits, which are available in market. 9th or 10th day onwards, on alternate days, you can do urine test, and ovulation kit will give you 2 lines. The day you get 2 lines means you're ovulated. Can I ovulate during my periods? No, you're ovulated and then you've taken chance for fertility. And if there is no fertility, then you get periods. So you can't ovulate during your periods. The menstrual cycle of women body is made that way, that you ovulate with the purpose, and in case you don't take a chance, you get a menses. Ovulation kit is a very simple kit. It is called ovulation kit. Now they are easily available in India. Previously, it used to be only abroad, and they detect LH level. The LH surge or LH level is an indicator that you are ovulated. So you just keep on doing 10th day onwards, or urine tests in the kit, how you do pregnancy test, and the day you get 2 lines means you are ovulated. So basically, avail the ovulation timing and then plan those 3 days as a relaxing timing, little less laid back attitude, and little no aggressive attitude or workloads. Just be relaxed, use your ovulation time, and it can give you fertility. At the same time, once lady knows it's her fertile period as she has ovulated, be more conducive environment to your partner. Don't put a gun on his head and say, it's my ovulation and please keep relations. This is all mutual, delicate relations, but this end up in a very beautiful result of pregnancy, natural conception, and you feel very pampered. So go for it. Ovulation timing is your timing. avail it properly. And if couple is availing it, and if pregnancy is happening, nothing like it. You don't have to even meet doctors. I think that's all. Okay, so thank you, Naina. And it was nice talking to all of you on Baby Chakra. I hope we keep on meeting with this small, whatever topics of your interest, and I would be very happy to share my views on that. Thank you, everybody.